welcome back. This is Modern English, proficiency level, lesson number 22. Today we're going to be talking about cheating and affairs. Alright, cheating and affairs. So, if you cheat, we're talking about cheating on your wife, cheating on your girlfriend, cheating on your boyfriend. Alright, but before we get into this fun subject, we're going to take a look at the warm-up. So everybody, repeat after me. Elizabeth's birthday is on the third Thursday of this month. All right, let's say that again. Elizabeth's birthday is on the third Thursday of this month. Okay, now let's try and do that 3 times fast. Elizabeth's birthday is on the third Thursday of this month. Elizabeth's birthday is on the third Thursday of this month. Elizabeth's birthday is on the third Thursday of this month. Okay, so what does this mean? Boy, can you figure this one out, guys? Elizabeth is a woman's name, right? Her birthday, the day she was born, right? Her birthday. And it's on the third Thursday. Third, 1, 2, 3. First, second, third, right? Thursday, well, Thursday is the day after Wednesday and the day before Friday. Okay, write that down. All right, so let's do this one more time. Elizabeth's birthday is on the third Thursday of this month. Very good. Let's move on to the next part. What does the word birthday mean? What are we talking about when we're talking about somebody's birthday? What does the word third mean? What is Thursday? Alright guys, let's take a look at the interesting idioms, okay? First of all, repeat after me. He's not getting enough loving at home. One more time. He's not getting enough loving at home. What are we talking about when we're talking about loving? Well, we're talking about sex. That's right. He's not getting enough loving at home. He's not getting enough sex at home. This is what we're talking about literally when we say this sentence, isn't it? Yes, it is. So let's say it one more time. He's not getting enough loving at home. Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Is he sneaking around? Okay, one more time. Is he sneaking around? Or you can say, is she sneaking around? If somebody's sneaking around, that means they're seeing another person behind their lover's back, behind their wife or husband or behind their boyfriend or girlfriend's back. That means they're secretly dating somebody else. They're sneaking around, okay? So one more time. Is he sneaking around? Or is she sneaking around? Okay, very good. Let's look at the next one. It's not really a sentence, it's more of a word, but we'll read it anyway. The word is loyalty. Okay? One more time, loyalty. Alright, if you're loyal to someone, it means you always stay by them. You don't cheat on them. You don't do something to hurt them. You're loyal to somebody. Think about a dog. A dog's a very loyal animal. The dog will be loyal to you if you're its owner, right? Okay, good. Let's look at the next one. Well, let's read that one more time first. Loyalty. Okay, good. Let's look at the next word. The next word is faithful. Okay, one more time. Faithful. Okay, once again, faithful. Almost the same meaning as loyalty. If you're faithful to somebody, you don't cheat on them. Okay, that's faithful. Next word, adultery. Okay, one more time. Adultery. Now, this is simply a word that means to cheat on your husband or your wife. You can't be, okay, and if you do this, you're an adulterer, okay? Now, you can't do this unless you're married. You can't commit adultery unless you're married already. But anyway, this word just is used to describe somebody that's married and has another girlfriend or another boyfriend secretly. That's adultery, okay? Let's look at the next one. Two-timer, okay? One more time. Two-timer. I think I talked about this one in the past, but a two-timer is somebody that has 2 girlfriends or 2 boyfriends, and the two, okay, think of it this way. You have one girlfriend, all right? You have another girlfriend over here. The 2 girlfriends don't know about each other, so you have 2 girlfriends at the same time, but they don't know about each other. You could be a two-timer. Or you could be a three-timer. Maybe you have 3 boyfriends or 3 girlfriends that don't know about each other. That's a 2-timer or a 3-timer, okay? All right, so let's look at the last one. Monogamous. Okay, one more time. Monogamous. Yeah, that's a fun word to say, isn't it? Monogamous means 2 people stay together in an exclusive relationship. That means you see each other only, you don't see anybody else. Marriage is supposed to be a monogamous arrangement. That means just a husband and a wife, nobody else in the marriage, okay? Monogamous. So you can use this to describe a boyfriend and a girlfriend too, if they're just going out with each other and they don't have any other boyfriends or girlfriends. That kind of relationship is called monogamous relationship, okay? So one more time, monogamous. All right, great. Let's move on to the next part. First of all, if I say somebody's not getting enough loving at home, what am I talking about? What does it mean to be sneaking around? If I say that guy is sneaking around, what does that mean? What does it mean to be faithful? If you're faithful, what does that mean? What is adultery? What does this word mean? Adultery. What is a 2-timer? Tell me what a 2-timer is. What does the word monogamous mean?
What's the matter, Mona?
Oh, Sandra, I've been dating a man for many months, and I just found out that he's married.
Oh no, how terrible. So he's been using you to get some on the side.
He's been cheating on his wife, and he's been cheating me by having this illicit affair.
Try to relax, Mona. A man who is seeing other women on the side is not worth crying over.
I can't help it. I just can't see how he'd become involved with another woman like this. I thought he loved me.
If he really loved you and his marriage wasn't working, he should have told you and taken steps to resolve this situation.
I hate thinking about how he led me on, when all the while he was sneaking around on his wife.
I know. Some people just don't care other people's feelings. I wouldn't lose any sleep over him.
But I love him.
All right, now it's time to take a look at those 10 sentences. So we're talking about cheating today, and we're talking about affairs today. All right, so first of all, cheating means to do something behind your wife or your lover's back, to find another girlfriend or another boyfriend behind somebody's back. That's cheating on somebody. An affair is just a word we use to describe this. If you're a husband and you're cheating on your wife, you're having an affair with somebody else, okay? So let's go ahead and read the first sentence. Number 1, he's been cheating on his wife. Okay? One more time. He's been cheating on his wife. All right, now this is just the way you say this. This is the way you set up this sentence. You've been cheating on somebody. She's been cheating on her boyfriend. He's been cheating on his wife. She's been cheating on her husband. All right, cheating, seeing somebody else behind their back. All right, so one more time. He's been cheating on his wife. Okay, excellent. Let's look at number 2. He has not been faithful. Okay, one more time. He has not been faithful. Well, it's a real head scratcher, isn't it? What does this mean? He's not been faithful? It means he's been cheating on his wife or on his girlfriend. He's not faithful, right? Okay, let's look at the next one. Number 3. He's involved with someone else. Okay, one more time. He's involved with someone else. Okay, this is just another nice way to say he's cheating on somebody. He's involved with somebody. That means he's seeing them romantically. Okay? So, let's say this one more time. He's involved with someone else. Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Number 4. It hurt so bad when I found out that my boyfriend cheated on me. Okay? One more time, but with feeling. It hurt so bad when I found out that my boyfriend cheated on me. All right, it hurt so bad. What does this mean? It hurt. It hurt my heart, right? It made me feel so terrible. When I found out my boyfriend cheated on me, when I realized, when somebody told me that this happened. All right, so let's do the whole thing again. It hurt so bad when I found out that my boyfriend cheated on me. Okay, good. Let's look at the next one. Number 5. I would never cheat on my girlfriend. She's everything I want. Okay, one more time. I would never cheat on my girlfriend. She is everything I want. All right, so what does this mean? Well, I would never. You can use this to say any number of things. I would never do something. I would never go somewhere. I would never do this. I would never eat something. Just means it's not going to happen in your future, okay? So, I would never cheat on my girlfriend. I would never see somebody behind her back. I would never cheat on my girlfriend. What's your girlfriend? Your significant other, right? Your lover, your girlfriend. Now, she is everything I want. Well, she's everything I want in a girl. She has everything I want, right? Okay, so let's read this one more time. I would never cheat on my girlfriend. She is everything I want. Okay, excellent. Let's look at the next one. Number 6. When the American president was caught in an affair, the whole country was shocked. Okay, one more time. When the American president was caught in an affair, the whole country was shocked. Wow, what a clever one. Ripped out of Anyway, this is ripped out of last century's headlines. That's what I wanted to say. So up to date on things here. Anyway, so the American president, the leader of America, right? American president, he was caught. Somebody found out he did something. They caught him, right? They caught him in an affair. What's an affair? Why, he's cheating on his wife, isn't he? He's having an affair. Now, the whole country was shocked. If you're shocked, that means you're surprised. Something shocks you. You can't believe it. The American president was caught in an affair. I can't believe it. Okay? You're shocked. Disbelief. Okay? That's shock. So, let's read this sentence one more time. When the American president was caught in an affair, the whole country was shocked. Okay, excellent. Let's go on to the next one. Number 7. His mistress is young and beautiful. Okay? One more time. His mistress is young and beautiful. Okay, first of all, what is a mistress? A man can have a mistress. Well, I'm not saying he can't have. I'm not giving you permission to have a mistress, but only a man can have a mistress. A woman can't have a mistress. A mistress is just another woman besides your wife that you're sleeping with, okay? That's your mistress. So, his mistress was young and beautiful. Can you figure out young and beautiful? I hope so. If you can't figure out these words, please ask your Chinese teacher. Young and beautiful. All right, so let's read this one more time. His mistress was young and beautiful. Okay, very good. Let's go on to the next one. Number 8. When I was with her, I was always thinking of you. This one's excellent. Okay, one more time. Practice this, guys. When I was with her, I was always thinking of you. This is what's known as an excuse. This is a bad excuse, all right? When you do something wrong, you want to make up an excuse. You want to give a reason for why you did something. Now, if you're caught cheating, if your wife or your girlfriend catches you in an affair, you could make up an excuse like this one. When I was with her, I was always thinking of you. So it means when I was kissing that girl, I was pretending I was kissing you, right? What a pathetic excuse. But anyway, practice it anyway. It's fun to say. One more time, number 8. When I was with her, I was always thinking of you. Yeah, that makes it much better, doesn't it? That should make your wife feel really good about herself. All right, let's go on to the next one. Number 9. This one's excellent. She's your sister, so I thought it's close enough. That's hilarious. One more time. She's your sister, so I thought it's close enough. What are we talking about? Well, obviously, you had sex with your wife or your girlfriend's sister. And since they're so close, genetically, it makes it okay to have sex with them, right? If it's your sister, I should be able to sleep with her, right? Okay, so let's do this one more time. Oh, another thing I want to say, close enough. That just means it's almost, right? Close enough. If I say, what time is it? And you say, well, it's almost 5 o'clock. I say, no, it's not almost 5 o'clock. It's only 4:45. You can say, close enough. That means that's almost right anyway. So let's say this one more time. She's your sister, so I thought, it's close enough. All right, so practice this line. It's probably the last thing you'll ever say in your entire life if you use this line, because your wife or girlfriend will most likely kill you. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Number 10, it wasn't me. Okay, one more time. It wasn't me. All right, what does this mean? Wasn't. What's wasn't mean? Was not, okay? And it wasn't me. You can use this to express, well, actually, you can only say one thing. You can express one thing with this. It just means I didn't do it. So if your wife says, I saw you kissing a beautiful girl, you could say, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. That wasn't me that did that. Or somebody says, who ate the last cookie in the cookie jar? You could say, it wasn't me. Just I didn't do it, right? Okay, so let's do this one more time. Number 10, it wasn't me. All right, let's move on. What does the word cheating mean? If we're talking about love, what does the word cheating mean? What does the word faithful mean? What does the word involved mean? If I say you're involved with somebody, and I'm talking about romance, what does it mean? What is an affair? What does the word shocked mean? If I say, I'm shocked, what do I mean? What is a mistress? What does the phrase, it's close enough mean? It's close enough. What does the word wasn't mean? Alright class, now it's time for a little joke. So, a taxi driver gets to the gates of heaven. An angel gives him a silk robe and a golden staff and asks him to proceed into heaven. A preacher is next in line behind the driver and sees all this, but he only receives a cloth robe and a wooden staff. The preacher is angry and replies, "But I am a man working for God. You gave that driver a golden staff and a silk robe. Surely I should get what is better than a driver." The angel answers, "This is heaven, and up here we are interested in results. When you preached, people slept. When the driver drove his taxi, people prayed." Hilarious. Okay, so let's talk about what this means. A taxi driver, of course, is a person that drives a taxi cab, right? An angel, what is an angel? Think about the guy with wings, right? Flies up in the clouds, got a halo over the head, the little ring over the head. That's an angel, sometimes plays the harp, like that, okay? That's an angel. Now, he gives a taxi driver a silk robe. You know what silk is, right? If you don't know what silk is, please ask your teacher. Silk, okay? A robe is like some kind of clothing. If you don't know what that is, also, please have your teacher explain it to you. A golden staff. A staff is like a cane, but much, much taller. A staff, like a big stick. Golden means it's made out of gold, all right? Second, a preacher. What is a preacher? A preacher is a person who preaches the word of God, like a minister in a church. That's a preacher. If you still don't know what this means, ask your teacher, okay? Now he's next in line, he sees it. He just gets a cloth roll, cloth, just made out of maybe cotton, like my shirt, and a wooden staff. Wooden is something that's made out of wood, okay? The preacher's angry. He's not happy, right? He says, I'm a man working for God. I work for God. You gave the driver a golden staff and a silk roll. Surely, that means obviously I should get something better, right? But the angel says it's heaven. We're interested in results. Results are what happens in the end, right? The results are what happens in the end. When you preached, when you spoke the word of God, right? When you're in church preaching, people slept, right? A lot of people, sometimes when they're in church, they fall asleep in church, okay? When the driver drove his taxi, people prayed. Pray is like this. Please God, please God, please God. They prayed because he's a crazy driver, so they said, please God, don't let us die in this taxi cab. Okay, fun joke. Let's move on to the next part. So today we're talking about cheating in affairs, aren't we? Yeah, I think so. So, cheating in affairs. Well, let's talk about cheating first of all. Well, you can talk about cheating in many different ways. Cheating just means to do something wrong. You can cheat at sports, you can cheat at a game. Think about playing cards and cheating. Maybe you can hide a card up your sleeve or something like that. A lot of students like to cheat, don't they? Any of you ever cheat in school? On a test? I knew it! No. Cheating, well, there's so many different ways to cheat. I've talked to a lot of my students about cheating. Some people write the answer on their hand, and then later they rub it off like that. Some people like to write the answer on a little piece of paper, put it in their shoe. Some people write the answers on the bottom of their shoe. These are all different ways to cheat. Maybe you're wearing shorts, you write the answers on your leg, and then you can wipe them off later. So many different ways to cheat in school. You can look at somebody else's paper too, can't you? You can copy somebody's paper. Boy, I hope I'm giving you some good ideas for how to cheat in class. But anyway, this is another meaning for cheating, right? You can cheat at a game, you can cheat in school, you can cheat on your taxes. You ever heard of that? If you have to pay your income taxes, maybe you pay a little too less. That's cheating. But in the sense we're talking about cheating in love. Cheating on your lover, cheating on your boyfriend, or cheating on your girlfriend. And I hope we learned a lot of ways to express this notion. Cheating on somebody. You can be seeing somebody behind somebody's back. Now, all this kind of stuff is called, two words I want to talk about, okay? First of all, fidelity. Fidelity, and a second word, infidelity. Now, infidelity describes this notion perfectly. Infidelity describes somebody that cheats on their wife or cheats on their husband. Fidelity would describe somebody that is very loyal. Remember, loyal to their husband or their wife. So infidelity and fidelity. Remember, a word with in at the beginning usually just means somebody that is not. So fidelity, somebody that is loyal, somebody that doesn't cheat. Infidelity means not somebody that means cheating or not being loyal or faithful. Okay? So many different vocabulary words we learned today. Two-timer, we learned about people that are seeing other people behind each other's back. We learned infidelity, we learned fidelity, and we also talked a little bit about cheating in the other sense of the word. Okay? So, cheating and affairs. On to the next part. Oh, this one's good. Not again. Okay, good. One more time. Not again. Okay, what does this mean? Not again. Well, if something happens that's happened before, something bad happens that's happened before, you could say, not again. You're driving your car, you're drunk, okay? And then there's a police officer behind you. You say, oh, not again. Maybe this happened last week, okay? Just means something bad is happening again, okay? And something that's happened already before, you say, not again. All right, you guys, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get together in a group. Please make the groups maybe one person. No, not one person. That wouldn't be a group, would it? Let's get together with another person, maybe a 2-person group, a 3-person group, or a 4-person group, and I want you to answer these questions, okay? Talk to your partners about these 2 questions. Tell me, is it common for people to cheat or have affairs in China? Common. That means does it happen? No. Does it happen very often? Does this happen in China very often? Do people cheat or have affairs very often in China? Talk about this question with the members of your group. And also, after that, tell me, do people often get divorced in China? What does divorce mean? Well, you end a marriage. That's a divorce. So tell me, is it very common for people in China to get divorced? Is it easy to get divorced? What do you have to do to get a divorce in China? What do you have to do? Can a woman divorce a man? Can a man divorce a woman? What do you have to do to get divorced? And finally, what happens when you get divorced in China? What happens to the property that a couple owns? What happens to the house, the car, the dog, the children? Talk about that for a little bit, okay? 2 questions I want you to answer. Is it common for people to cheat or have affairs here in China? And is it common or is it easy to get a divorce here in China? Talk about these 2 questions with your group. Go ahead and start. All right, class, I want you to get in a group again, and we're going to discuss another topic here, okay? What I want you to talk about is the concept of being faithful. I want you to talk about being faithful, and I want you to talk about adultery. And I want you to talk about different cultures. In China, it's one way. The last time we talked about what it's like here in China. Now I want you to think about other countries. Think about everything you've read, everything you've heard, everything you've seen in movies, television shows. What is it like in other countries? For example, the United States, or in Canada, or in France, or some other country like that. What do you think people think about these ideas in a different country like that? Okay? And also tell me, are there any countries where you can have many wives? Are there any countries where you can get married and have more than one wife? There are some countries like this in this world. Please try to think about this. If you can't come up with any, ask your teacher. Maybe they know. And finally, also, I want to mix it up a little bit here. Are there any countries in this world where you can have many husbands? Are there any cultures where you can have more than one husband in this world? Okay? So, talk about these questions. First of all, talk about being faithful, talk about adultery, talk about these concepts and what they mean to people in other countries, in other societies, in other cultures. And finally, talk about, is it okay to have more than one wife in some cultures, or is it okay to have more than one husband? So get together with your group, talk about these questions. Go ahead. Hi everybody, welcome to Modern English Proficiency Level. I'm going to be your teacher for these series of lessons, 1 through 36, and well, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself before we get going. My name is Jake Massey, alright? I'm from the United States of America. I was born in the state of Minnesota. I went to school for an English degree. I have a degree in English literature and a degree in communications. So pretty good degrees for English teaching. This is not exactly what I wanted to do.